Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and I've begun work on the upper area of this building here. We've got our pillars that are segmented from the bottom and the top, but only by air. There will be water that is flowing downward, supporting the top. Now for the roof, I've got 3 flights of stairs up on this so far, and it really seems not to matter because you can't see it from any elevation that like anything at spawn is at. I'm thinking about having the roof not come all the way in, because what I'm thinking about doing here is taking the midpoint, which I think is here or so, 1, 2, 3, and starting to carve out an actual bowl type thing. So if I come on to, let's go ahead and get rid of this water, because we don't need water right now. We need not water. We need working functional things. Okay, so the midpoint on this one is right here. So if I go ahead and put that right there, and I'm probably going to end up replacing every piece of material in this with some other material at some point. But what I've got is a solid start for my Biffa Bowl Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Now, let's see. If I come 2 out here, and then 1 there, and I come out 2 here. Okay, so let's try and figure out roughly the circle shape here. Like if I come out, whoops, here and here. I think that's roughly bowl-shaped. Joe Hills, just making it up. Yeah, that's roughly a bowl. So we got 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. And so I figure I'm going to have this actually have a mini bowl inside of it. So all this extra dirt that's missing isn't really a problem, because I'm going to have to dig this all out anyway, as you can see. And one thing I'm going to have to do as well is gather more materials, because obviously when you're building something this crazy big, it takes a ton of materials. I kind of set up an impromptu tree farm in here in between episodes so I could try and get a lot of the grunt work done. I've been doing a lot of the grunt work while hanging out on other people's streams, because that way I can hang out and be social while I'm putting in all blocks that take forever. Because I figured if I just did a video that was like me putting in all 36 of these buckets, you guys would be like, dang it, Joe, you've changed topics like 12 times. The topics are all terrible at this point. I care nothing about Greece and shutting down the newspapers and the radios. Dang it, Joe. Are you on now about that NSA thing? You're a prisoner of your own mind. Stop it. And so, in an attempt to avoid that, I'm just kind of running around and doing a little bit off camera, doing a little bit on. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab this shovel here, because that will be wonderfully helpful to have. And I'm thinking that what I want to do is kind of get a basic bowl thing going on in here. And in order to actually light this properly, like the way that Biffa's bowl actually was lit, I'm going to have to go to the nether, and I'm going to have to recruit myself some glowstone. Now, recruiting glowstone is difficult because glowstone is very picky. It likes to hang out near ceilings, which is notoriously a difficult place to, scout it from. Oh, wow, I've already used a ton of... Oh, good, I have more of this wood. I was going to say, all of my spruce wood is gone. This does not bode well for me. This will be a problem. So, I'm thinking that this whole thing can essentially move in by 1. Right? So I would have that come to here. So that's 3, 2, 2. And then I have this one here. And then I've got 2, 2, 3. Right? Boom. And so yeah, that'll work. And I know that there are websites that actually show you how to make complete perfect circles. But I figure I'm a graphic designer. I can figure out how to make a perfect circle. Although from what I understand, only an artist can draw a perfect circle. Well, that's a tree. That tree kind of ambushed me. The ambush foliage, the ambuscade should have some sort of tree-related pun, because it's rooted in that sort of humor. But anyway, let's go ahead. I need to get more iron. I just used my last iron on a shovel. I'm back to using stone axes. That's unacceptable. I need to get gold, because gold is the best to do any sort of work on camera with, because if I was using a gold shovel right now, it would just be like boom, boom, boom. Instead, it's like ship, shop, ship, shop, ship, shop, ship. And it's just not quite as rewarding. Although this is a pretty small area. Unlike Biffa's Bowl, which was famously massive, this is just a kind of a combination of the ideas behind Biffa's Bowl and the ideas behind the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. Neither is going to be, it's not going to exactly accurately portray either. But it's going to give a sense of each, I'd like to think. Okay, so let's see, how would this go? So, whoops, oh, I need to dig down further. Or dig out more of this first. So, oh, hey, coal, that's going to be helpful when I need coal, but unfortunately right now I've got like 1,000,000 charcoal, so... If there was a bunch of iron or diamonds under here, that I would be rejoicing. I would be like, hey, let me write a song about how wonderful this is that I've found this iron. I'll be finding all the iron when I find it. And I'll be looking for more iron when I've found it. 'Cause my quest will be unyielding, and your questions I'll be fielding, and the comments I will read about the iron. Okay, so now if we go down one more level here, it seems like we're going to start reaching a point where these two are going to start hitting each other, right? So the next circle would not have that little bit there, and then things really start to collide. So, yeah. And part of the problem here is that these circles, the way that you might model these independently, doesn't necessarily work with how they operate when they're together, like when we're nesting them like this. What I'm thinking, though, is I'm going to put stairs on top of all of these, maybe. I don't know. I have to figure it out. But here we go. If you guys can watch 85 episodes of Biffa building a bowl, you can watch one of me doing it. Okay. Biffa's on vacation also. He uploaded 12 videos for you guys in advance, so you should thank him if you watch his videos, because that was kind of him to get all that done, instead of just being like, peace guys, I'm on vacation. I got some children. We're going to the sea. I don't know if he actually went to the sea. He might have gone to the Highlands. He might be the Highlander, in his free time, when he's on vacation. And then he returns to his mild-mannered Biffatastic life otherwise. So, of course, my last iron wasted on that shovel that is now completely gone. Terrible shovel. You will be missed. Let's see, this thing keeps getting smaller and smaller. But, okay. So, it seems like the next tier would definitely have... So at this point, things might really start kind of getting crazy, because, like, should I have a cross piece here? I mean, I think clearly I should, but that's not exactly, you know, circular. Well, actually, the true circular shape at this point might be more like this. But then the awkward thing is then I've got these left over as well. That's a diamond. Well, it's kind of a circle. Also, I feel like the tip of the circle should be bigger. I was going to say I should go to sleep, but that's not going to be a good plan because everybody else is not in bed. And so instead, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and eat some food. And I am now going to plant some torches all over this thing because I do not want it to get full of mobs, which would be absolutely terrifying and otherwise unacceptable. Let's go ahead and put a torch at the top of each of these. Great. Not too shabby. So this thing is definitely coming along. If we, let's go ahead and take a look at it at night. Let's take advantage of our little drop here to go run over to spawn and see how our progress is progressing. Yeah, see, that looks pretty good. I'm going to probably get rid of the whole porch once the bowl mausoleum is done. But yeah, that's a pretty solid start. You can actually see the curve of the roof now. You know what it might be time for? Well, no, it's not, because my inventory is full of dirt and no cobble. I was going to say, it might actually be time to go grab me some glowstone. So, Or it might be time for me to light up these logs a little bit better. Phew. Yeah, this is really lazy log lighting here. If I put one at the end of every log, then I'm going to give you guys a headache. So I probably should not actually go that far. But you get the idea. Oh, also, Venom Kisser was kind enough to leave me a care package, which is a bunch of carrots. So I guess it's more of a carrot package. As well as a cat disc, which I guess is technically a cat package. Or a feline cat I don't know. And of course I left all my torches behind so I can't light up that dark spot. Dang it. Anyway, to the nether to encounter the netherracky goodness. Time skip. So here we are in the nether, where half the fun is surviving the onslaught of blasts that we are yet to receive from the ghasts that you've got to believe want me dead. They've got it through their head that I'm a bad bloke. They want to see me cough and choke on the very smoke of their ghastly blasts. But I myself will have none of it. I myself will rise above it. I, Joe Hills, I gotta say, I love it. I love the thrills of the nether. Hey, let's go hit that quartz with a pick. Yay, quartz. This seems insanely dangerous. Okay, good, there's stuff under this. This seems like a really bad place to get gas blasted, though. So let's kind of keep an eye on the situation. You hear anyone firing, yell real loud. Just, not like that. Well, actually, yeah, just like that. Oh man, I'm not going to have any picks left to get the, to harvest the netherrack with. Or the glass. What do you call it? Glowstone. Man, but there's so much quartz over here. You know what? At least I can make I can make some stone picks with all of the crazy stuff I got. So let's run up here and get into a corner. And quickly place this crafting table that we may yet construct a pick. Now you want to get 2 sticks. And then atop those sticks, you put the pick head and you got a pick. And, you know, people say it's the same old shtick. Everybody knows how to make the pick. But I say, whoa. Let's take a look. Can't do everything just by the book. You blame the recipe, you blame the cook. And this has really kind of gotten away from me. So let's not just rhyme everything for no nonsense reasons. Whoa, I'm getting like 500 frames a second right now. Man, this new, what do you call it, is good. Thanks, Dinnerbone. Okay, so after exploring a few dead ends, with glowstone sought, but yet unwrought, I find myself facing many dead ends. I think I might just call it a night on the nether here, my friends. For 30 levels I have gained, and 30 levels I must spend, before yet ere the hour I'm slain. And this is a tunnel that I dug. I like having things not always rhyme. I also like being lazy. So, you can tell that I got lazy at the end of that. Oh, these are the worst stairs. I'm not lazy enough to leave these stairs terrible. Be better. Do I have any signs with me? I should really name this like something silly like Biffa's tanning bed. Not that Biffa's going to come up here and tan, but that's the joke. And then people would be like, wow, Biffa, you went on vacation and then you built a tanning bed. You should have enjoyed it better when you were at the sea. Or, like I said, I don't know where he is. He might be at a hot air balloon museum. Okay, so here we go. We are going to fashion ourselves a diamond pickaxe and go try to find out what kind of awesome enchantments we can place upon it, given our 30 levels of wonderful experience, mining quartz, mining other things, attacking things, being awesome in general. What do the fates have in store for us? I can't say I know, but I do know that I'm prepared. Let's see. Unbreaking 3, efficiency 4. Yes, okay, that's awesome. I'm glad I was prepared for that. Oh, that looks even better with See, isn't that stairwell awesome? Okay, yeah. That's pretty kicking. Oh, cool. And see, I put torches at the tops and the bottoms of the beams, so it kind of keeps them pretty illuminated throughout, which I think is good touch. So let's go on back up there and see what we can do with those lamps. Time skip. Hey, just asking, what's the formula for making these fancy nether brick things? Or nether lights things?
1 glowstone and 4 redstone.
One
glowstone,
glowstone,
the redstone
4
around the
redstone.
glowstone.
Okay. So, we are nearly done here. We have gathered our glowstone. We've constructed our bowl base. What I need to do now is take that glowstone and just surround it with my heart so full of love and my crafting bench so full of redstone. We got us some redstone lamps now. You'd think, okay, Joe, that's a pretty good start. But you know what? That's not far enough, because what we still need to make is, oh, I guess I need more than that. We need to make 8 levers here as well, because if I just put these blocks down, they won't light up, right? See? No good. But if I put this here, ta-da, and now I need to kind of do the same all the way around. Ta-da. I probably could just say ta-da a bunch of times so you guys would be really impressed. You'd be like, wow, Joe's ta-da for. You probably wouldn't do that. I'm going to be trapped in here. I didn't think of that. Also, that doesn't go there. That goes here. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Then we just pop up on that. Oh, that one's wrong. Well, let's break that again. Flip that over. Boom. Okay, so now for this center block here, I don't remember exactly how Biffa had his bowl configured. So, yes, we will just leave this like this. This is the perfect way to end this video. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and break that and place that in there. And he even had some sort of like really neat configuration. I should make an axe if I'm going to... Yeah, that might... Maybe I will make an axe. Time skip. Oh, wait, why would I time skip? I can just do this. Do this. Okay, so you take the sticks and you stick them in the crafting bench, and then you combine them with 3 whole cobblestone. Then you got an axe. That's awesome, because that's where axes come from. Boom. So I might just take... I like having the bowl made out of the dark wood, because the dark wood is what actual Minecraft bowls are made out of. But, okay. So this will be the actual center tomb thing here. So let's go ahead and have this kind of surrounding here, like this. And then we'll just go ahead and break that one. Okay, now I'm thinking I'll have an actual, like, in the center here, I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of frames and put wooden bowls in it. So, like, for example, if I come over here, here's 6 leather. So that is not enough, necessarily, probably, for what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I've got 1 bowl and 1 item frame already. So this is a viable start, but really, I'm going to need a lot more of everything. So first off, I'm going to need more item frames. And this is not going to be enough of those, so... But I'm also going to need more bowls. So first off, let's get more bowls. Now let's get more sticks. This is the best way to play Minecraft, guys. Like, you have no idea what you're doing. Okay, so then 3 leather there. Boom. Great. So now we have enough item frames. Let's grab some signs as well. I probably used everything that I would have used to make this finishable. But we are very nearly not done, but we're at least achieving the Mausoleum-related goal here of having this be a place of entombment. And I'm thinking now I'll put the dark wood there, and I'll say Biffa's bowl in loving memory. And I'm just going to do that on a few more sides. Time skip. Okay, great. So at this point, everything is looking pretty snazzy. I can go ahead and just punch that thing with an axe. I probably want to figure out what else I'm going to do with this place. Like, for example, one thing I'm thinking about doing is setting up water outside of the rim here. Because like how Biffa has those little lakes with the, what do you call them, with the reeds. And I also need to finish the roof, and then I need to do the bas relief carvings. Now, the real mausoleum at Halicarnassus was famous for being carved all over the sides of it, with all sorts of famous battles and images and stuff. So I'm going to have to come over here and carve a bunch of cool stuff into the side of this as well. So that'll probably be my next episode. But you get the idea. I'm making some progress. I wish that the water pillar didn't obscure all water pillars behind it. That's kind of weird. If you look at this, see? That I don't love, but it looks pretty good from up here. This is a reasonable amount of progress. So, anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.